Hi, I'm Scott for ediblemusic.com. If you're just getting started with Pro Tools Artist, maybe it came with an interface that you got or it came bundled with some software. I'm excited for you to get started, but at the same time, it might seem a little bit confusing about how to actually get started making music with it. So I'll introduce you how to navigate it and get familiarized with the program. And then I'll show you how to work with samples, record your voice or instruments, and work with virtual instruments and MIDI as well. Let's get started. Come on in. What you'll notice right away is that Pro Tools has several different windows that present information differently or have different uses. The main windows that you'll be working with are this one right here. This is the edit window. And the other window, if you minimize that, this is the mix window. And they're blank right now, but we'll fill them up and get some music going soon. If you minimize those, then you come to this blank background, and there are other windows that you can open. If you click window up at the top, you can open up your MIDI keyboard, a nice big counter. And if you ever accidentally close any windows, then you can come back and open them up. And the first thing I'd like you to do is to hit Control equals on your keyboard. That will switch you between the edit and the mix windows. You see here, I'm hitting Control equals now. That's a keyboard shortcut that you'll make use of a lot. A few others are the Enter key, which will return you to the start of the track. Spacebar will start playback. Hold the Alt key and scroll for zoom. And there are all of the usual keyboard shortcuts that you would use in other programs for undo and copy pasting, that kind of thing. The top bar here displays three sections. Here is mouse selections for how you'll interact with the program and display for how the program is displayed. In the middle is your transport information, and then you have your transport functions. And then on the right is more program information that you can have. So over on the left is sort of overall how you'll interact with the program. Then in the middle is your program information, your transport information, and your transport controls. And further program information like tempo, which you can switch by typing in. 11 is very slow. We'll return that to 120, which is the default. And you'll notice that goes away when we switch over to the mix window. So you might want to keep your transport window open like that. Another important feature are all of these arrows that you'll find in different parts of the program. You can expand and add different views or remove them if you don't need them. So it's a very modular program. There are usually several ways to do one thing. I think for some people, that's why it can seem a little bit confusing for a while, because you're trying to establish a workflow, but you're not sure how to do it. There are multiple ways to do it. So I've shown you some shortcuts to make use of. Let's get some music going. Press Control-Shift-N for a new track, and in Pro Tools there are different kinds of tracks that you can add. We'll make this one a stereo track. There are your folders or your groupings. The basic folder is just an organizational thing that where you can collect and you can color code your tracks and collect them. The routing folder acts as a bus, so you can put effects on it and it will affect all of the tracks that are within that folder. We're going to add an audio track. There is also an aux input, which is the same as a return channel, a master fader, very important, and then your MIDI and instrument tracks. So we'll start with this audio track and we'll name it drums. And if you have your own sample library on your computer, then you'll want to add it from your sound base. And here you can categorize, you can label everything and keep things very organized. My sample library is very disorganized, but there are a couple of samples that I like that I'm going to use today. You can preview it. Cool. Let's pull down a few of these. And all you need to do is just drag and drop. Pull 3 and 4. I liked 4 because it has a little fill at the end. Close that. And hold Alt scroll to view. Or to zoom rather. And having done that, what you'll notice is that as we move the cursor around the clip, it changes. And that is in accordance with the Smart tool. If I were to change it to something different, or even just one of those, but if you click that up there at the top, all 3 of those will be selected. And so the cursor has some context to it. I'll zoom in a little bit further. Here, you can edit your clip at either end. At the bottom, you can move it along the timeline. So I'll line these up, and I'll choose Slip to line it up nice and neatly. I'll press Enter to return. If you have a clip selected and hold Alt and drag, it will duplicate it. You could also hit Control D and that will duplicate it as well. So we'll line up the last one there. Right on. When you hit Control equals and move over to the mix, you can see that we've got our drum track here. We're still building those, so let's return to the edit window and we'll add a new track, Control Shift N. This will be an instrument track. Available to be had with Pro Tools is a virtual instrument called Expand. You might need to go over to your account on the Pro Tools website to get it, but I do recommend that you do so because Expand is really versatile. It contains tons of sounds and instruments. Let's choose one here just to demonstrate. Choose a bass to go with these drums. Something like that. Cool. And as you can see, the MIDI now appears here. Turn that off, and you can do the same with your voice, or if you have an instrument plugged into your interface. Then it will record just like that, just like that, just like that. Don't really need to keep that. Now, after you've gotten your tracks going, move over to the mix window, and on the inserts and sends, you have a lot of processing and effects that you're able to add. Pro Tools includes EQs and compressors, some cool distortion and saturation devices, delay and reverb. And to help you get a handle on working with the processing and effects that are in Pro Tools, I want you to join my 5-day foundation learning series. It will help you understand and use EQ, compression, focusing on each topic one day at a time. After those first 2, we go into saturation, delay and reverb, and so on, so that you can get your songs sounding the way that you like. Join me there at ediblemusic.com/5days.